It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at something major that was set up in the Season 6 finale, Season 6 Episode 16, which was called The Beginning. This is actually a setup for a crossover that could happen in both The Walking Dead's third spin-off, World Beyond, and also The Walking Dead movies. Now, of course, if you haven't watched the Season 6 finale, I would strongly urge you to watch that first before you watch this video, because my explanation of what I think they're doing with this crossover setup will definitely spoil one of the major events of the episode for you. So if you haven't watched it, make sure to watch that episode first before you watch this video. With that said, stay tuned. We'll be right back to explain all of it. Alright, as always, before we get into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when we upload. We're actually on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber and like what you see, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. With that said, let's dive right into it. So, of course, in the last episode, right before one of the warheads on the missile exploded, Danny Salazar, Luciana, Wes, Charlie, and Sarah were rescued by the CRM. Of course, the CRM is the Civic Republic Military, and they are the large organization that's going to be at the center of the Walking Dead movies. They're also the group that rescued Rick and Jadis, and of course, they're also the group that appeared earlier in Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, and also Season 5, with Isabel, one of their soldiers, being connected to Althea. And of course, the group is also the same group that appeared on The Walking Dead World Beyond. Now that obviously means that this group of 5 individuals plus Althea, because of course we did hear her on the radio, may at some point cross over into World Beyond or the movies. So this is the setup of that crossover. With that said though, there's a possibility that they might not go that direction and they might have this group just return and not be taken to the CRM, but I think that's a little underwhelming, and I don't think they would go through the trouble of setting this up if they weren't actually gonna cross everyone over. With that said, one final thing I do want to mention is when it comes to Althea and what she said on the radio, she said specifically, don't ask the pilot any questions. She actually said don't ask her any questions. So I'm assuming that the pilot in this case is Isabel, the same exact Isabel that appeared earlier in Season 4 of Fear, who connected with Althea, one of the CRM soldiers. So that makes things kind of interesting as well. But with that said, there's a couple more very interesting details that I do want to go over. What we know about the CRM based on The Walking Dead World Beyond is that they try to bring in people that they deem as gifted. So in World Beyond, Hope was one of those individuals because she was very intelligent. What makes this very interesting is that they could utilize all of the characters that were rescued in some way, shape, or form. For example, Danny Salazar has a military background. We all know his tactics to interrogate people and torture them to get information out of them. CRM would definitely find Danny Salazar to be a very important asset to them because he can do things that others won't do, willing to cross the line in some cases to get what he wants. Obviously, to do that, they'll need to make Danny fall in line and accept their methodology and what they have going on. But once they do that, I'm sure that Danny's gonna be a very important asset to them. Other than that, Sarah knows how to brew beer, or at least that's what I remember. She's also got some sort of skill that the CRM could utilize. Similarly, Wes is a painter. He also has something to offer. Rabbi Jacob, he also has something to offer as well. Luciana could be a great soldier, a great fighter. And last but not least, Charlie. I don't know what they might be able to do with Charlie, but she's also gonna be there. But what I'm trying to get at is that it's extremely interesting that they chose these group of individuals to send to the CRM, because if we think about it, each of them has something that they could offer to the CRM that might make them valuable. Now, in terms of the crossover and how that might happen, obviously there's two ways they could go with it. Like I said, they could have them cross over to World Beyond first and then to the Walking Dead movies, or they could just skip that and have them just cross over to the Walking Dead movies later on. But at the end of the day, it's extremely likely that they'll cross over to the movies and they will meet Rick Grimes, or that's what it seems like. And obviously everyone knows Morgan Jones, and if they bring up his name or talk about him, that's gonna make Rick realize what's happening. And I think that could open up so much possibility and open the door to so many different things that they could do to connect Morgan and Rick at some point in the future. The other thing I did want to mention is, if they do end up having everyone cross over to World Beyond first, that could explain something that they teased, saying that we could see familiar faces in season 2 of World Beyond. These familiar faces could be the group of 5 people plus Althea and Isabel, who might actually go to the exact same place that the CRM took Hope to. So you could kind of connect the dots in that way as well. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go over. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to share and smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber and enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe. I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber, it'll mean a lot if you subscribe to help me get there. Last but not least, don't forget to press the bell to be notified when we upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.